Hello everyone, so welcome to a new video. We will be covering the chapter functions, the chapter number 15 function from the same module. So in this video we will be able to see the definition, the declaration, then the example of the functions. Then with that we'll be able to see the library functions, then we'll be able to see the related programs, and then we can also see the in-text question first. 15.1. So what is a function? We have to know. Already we have done some functions in the previous chapters, terminal questions and all, but the basic to know what a function means we have to see in this chapter in detail. Let's start. So the first thing is function. What do you understand by the term function? Function, it is block of code, or it is a group of statements that together perform some task. That is known as a function. We can also say it is block of code or a set of statements that perform a specific task. Like if you want to add two numbers a and b, so every time instead of writing this statement, what we can do is we can create a function with some name, and we can assign this operation inside that is adding two numbers and storing it in a separate variable. And whenever we want to add any two numbers, we can just call this function with the name of the function. So we will learn how to do that the coming portion. What is the use of this function is it helps the program to be divided into small chunks or small portions so that it becomes easy to understand the program and also to reuse the program. So if you are dividing, like if you write a program in one stretch, you may have 10 steps. So when you write using a function, you can reduce it to little number of steps, like less than 10. So whatever is happening separately in a function, and whenever you need it, just call them. So that is reusability. Whenever you need those things, call them, the function. So we have got some standard library functions which are already defined that helps that you can call and use in your program. So some already defined functions are there. So that we will learn in the types of functions. So we have got two types of functions. One is user defined and another one is predefined. Predefined functions are the library functions which are already defined. That means it has a purpose. Just we have to use the name of the function and we can use them in our program. For example, in the last video you might have seen we were using a function called sqrt. If you use this sqrt, it is very well understood that it is used for finding the square root of anything. The parameters you have to give here, like you have got cos function, some mathematical functions you have got other different list of functions to perform this action. So these are predefined. Another one is user defined. Your code has to be written by the user and he has to mention what is the use of that particular block of code or that function. For example, if I am writing some function, so I have to mention that I am using 3 variables that will get added up and stored in a 4th variable. So that is a function which is defined by me, user defined. So this is as per the need of the programmer, but this predefined is already there in the system, or already you have these functions available. You just have to use their header files. So here sqrt and cos, these are mathematical functions, so you have to use math.h header file before using them in your program. Otherwise this will not work. That is also there. That already we have seen in the previous video. Let's read. Functions are block of code that perform the task to accomplish something productive. When you want to group some statements depending upon their actions, like finding, total, average, etc. Like I told you, this can be made by the user. Like for the sum, you can put them in a function. Whenever you need these statements, you can call this function in your program. Whenever you need them, you have to call them in your program. A function may be user defined or a library function. That means user defined or predefined. C++ provides a lot of built-in functions which you will learn in the next section. Yeah. To use library function, you have to use the header files, just what I mentioned now. And this is the header file that we have to usually use, iostream.h, iostream, and the header file is an angle bracket, means that the file resides in the standard include directory. You don't have to scratch your head on more about this, because these header files, these .h things are used in our program, then only you will be able to use that. C in C out works for because of this, and mathematical function, because if you want mathematical function to work, math.h has to be used. And same way you have different things, different header files are there for different functions. The compiler compiles the entire code. So when you write all these things, the compiler is responsible for compiling. Everything will be compiled. Otherwise, that function will not be left out. Everything will be compiled in that. So let's see what are the library functions, or you can say what are the already defined functions. Let's check. So you know that C++ provides many functions, many built-in functions. That means built-in function means already predefined. So it helps us to reduce the work that we do. For example, instead of finding out the sign of any number, if you use this function, the work will be done automatically. Otherwise, if you don't have a function like this, you have to write the entire code. Of mathematical functions are available to you, which are sine, cos, tan. You can see the list is available here. So we have used square root, we have used power. These are the functions that we have used in our program. You can check the previous video. I have worked with these two library functions or mathematical function to find out the square root and also to find out the power in the previous program. Next comes character function. Character function, they are basically used with the characters. So for this they need C type.h header file. So you have to use this header file to write in your program. Then only you can include these functions. Without including this, the compiler will not understand that you are going to use this function, what is the meaning of them. Okay, it is similar to, you have a library card. If you are a member of the library and having the card, it is well understood that you can access any book from there. Library card helps you to access the books. Same way, if you have ctype.h, this library card helps you to access this is alpha, is digit, all these things in your program. So we have got different functions, character functions. This is alpha of a character. You have to give a character here from any number a to z in uppercase or a to z lowercase. So if you use is alpha, it checks whether it's an alphabet or not, if it is true or false. It has two values, true or false. So if it is an alphabet, it returns true. If it is not, it returns false. Okay, is digit checks whether the character is a digit or not. Is alphanumeric, it checks whether the value given is alphabet or a number. So it will be true in that case if that is a alphabet or a number. Alphanumeric combination of both is lower. Checks whether the values entered are lowercase or not. If it is uppercase, it will return false. So these are the character functions. We have some more. This helps to check, or this to upper converts any character what you have given here to uppercase. If you have given a lowercase letter here, it will convert to uppercase. Like if you have given A, it will convert to uppercase A. This helps to convert to lower. To lower. The name itself is clear what it means. It converts to lowercase letter. Now next, some functions comes under the category string functions. So those are the character function. It works with one character, and this thing work with string. String means you can enter many characters together. That is what a string, many character or word. Okay, so string function help in this. And what is the use of string function? Works with string. For that you have to use this header file string.h and then use these functions in your program. So string length of any string, whatever you want to give, strlen, you can include the string here, and what is the length of the string, that will be the output you will be receiving in your output for the program. String concatenation, so this helps in concatenation. That means concatenation means combining the first string and the second string. So if you have given s1 and s2, what will happen? The string s2 will come just after s1. So whatever is s1, hello, if consider it is hello in the first, s1 is hello and the next thing is world. So hello world will be displayed as the output. So this all these functions can be written in a program and you can find out the output of those. So it should be much clear to you how this works. String copy is to copy the string. Copy the string s2 to s1. This just next one is string copy. So it copies the string 2 to 1. So it always depends on where you are putting your parameter. String copy is where you are putting your data, like if first place you put something and second place you put something else, these are known as parameters, and the thing that you put, that string 2 gets copied to string 1, so second place thing will get copied to the first place. So this comes from practice and practicing the program. So next is string compare, comparing two strings and checking whether it is 0. Okay, next one is string comparing first and second string whether it is greater than 0. So each time you have to use the accurate function for getting the proper result. Okay, so these are the library functions. Next is input output functions. You have got different other functions for inputting and outputting. Already we have seen cout and cin. Instead of that, we have some other functions for this. So let's see how this works. So getChar and putChar, gets and puts. What are the difference between all these? So getChar always returns a single character from an input device. What is your standard input device? Keyboard. Through the keyboard, whatever you read will be one character written. See, this is the syntax how we use them. General form is like this. So like this you can use in your program. So work with this content also. I can help you with some program. The end of the video. PutChar. PutChar is takes one argument and the character is sent to the output device. That means just like your cout, but only one character will be returned, whereas get char is receiving one character, put char is putting to the output device or just displaying the output. So one character, same thing, one character, it works with one character. Let's check this program which uses this get char and put char. So here this is basic program which uses get char and put char. So you can see here iostream.h is used, stdio.h is used. These are the header files. Then this main is also a function, very important function. Always the execution of the program starts from main. This is the function that we were learning from starting. So always main will be executed first, and ch is a variable of character type, one character. Get it from the keyboard, get from your keyboard, and then display to the keyboard. So first thing is ch will be having the value that you enter. Consider I'm entering a, so it is in the ch variable. Then put char ch means this a character will be onto the screen, your monitor, so a will be displayed as the output. So you can see here c is inputted by you and this c is displayed because of this put char. Next one is gets function. It helps to get a string. Okay, so this whenever you use any string, like you have hello, so /0 will be the last character of that particular string, and that space will be there mentioned for it, and it allows the input string to contain white spaces. Also you can input string to contain white spaces in between the string. You can also give spaces between the string. That is what it means. This is the format. Gets a similar, get any string. Let's check a program given here. Here character a of 100. Already you have seen this array thing. So this is an array of 100. So maximum you can enter 100 characters in this, or 100 values in this. Okay, cout display message, input a string. Just for an understanding, this helps in going to the next line, or you can also use endl. Okay, next is gets and puts. So gets is to receive the string that you want to enter. So here the string entered is my first string program. The whole thing is given with space between them. You can see here little spaces are given, that is accepted, and the last character will be /0 taken. So as to understand, the string has an end. Next is puts. First thing is getting from the user, and second thing is to display. This is an input and this is an output. Okay, so this is the way this gets and puts work. Get char is for character, gets is for string. Put char is for a single character output, puts is for a string output. The difference between getch and getche function. So what is difference between both of them? They doesn't take any argument. That means you don't have anything in the bracket, and it requires conio.h header file to work. Okay, and what is the difference between both of them is getche echoes the character to the screen. Okay, in text questions 15.1. First one is name the header file that is required for the following. We have to say which header file we are going to use for each of the library functions that are given here. So first one is ABS. It is math.h header file. Next one is string compare. It's a string function. So we have to use string.h. Next one is clear screen. Clear screen works with conio.h. To lower, again it's a string function, string.h. Next one is filling the blanks. All header files have an extension .h. But when we are using in our program, there already it is mentioned, the functions are mentioned already. So there we find sometimes we are not using .h, but though usually in Turbo C++ and all you have to go for this .ch. Next one is character functions are available in which header file. So what is the header file that you have to use when you are using character functions? So we have to use this C type.h. Without this, the functions won't work. Next one is the function to upper of C converts C to lower. The function to upper C converts C, this thing, to uppercase. Or we can say it would be C. In string copy S1, S2, the string blank copies onto the string. So what is that? This S2, this string will be getting copied to S1. So S2 get copies to S1. Function that counts the length of the string is strlen function. The sign function is available in which header file? It's a mathematical function, so math.h is used for that. Next one is true or false. The isDigit function checks whether the entered character is a digit or not. Yes, it's check, and this is true. All string functions are available in stdio.h. No, this is false. iostream.h contains all input and output functions. Yes. The toLower function converts C to lowercase. Yes. toLower, any function to lowercase. String concat or string cat function S1 S2 splits two string into three strings. No, that is false. It combines both of them. Power x comma y calculates y to the power x. No, it calculates x to the power y. So this is false. Next is cos returns the cosine of an angle. This is true. Next is lowercase. Next is toLower function is available in C type.h. This is true. Log function is available in string.h. No, this is wrong. That is false. This mathematical function. Thank you for watching the video. Please do like, share and subscribe. See you in the next video.